Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the FSD MMA podcast number 8. Today's a little bit of a special one in the sense that we ESFL champions, we are best camp tied with Dark, but everyone knows who'd win if we fought Dark. Um, Best camp in the game, champions 9-0, undefeated, 25 to 4 across the full, no, 26 to 4 across the full season, I think it was. Absolutely unbelievable throughout the season. On today's, it's just me. There should have been more people, but yeah, no one turned up. So thanks, lads. But yeah, so today we're just going to be going through. We're going to be rewatching the fights from the finale, actually looking back and watching them, um, giving out the awards that we've done on the Twitter, and yeah, that's it. Really, just talking throughout the season. So without further ado, let's get into number one. And number one will be fight of the season. Let me just get the contenders up for this one. So it was either Yoda versus Dirty Dave from the finale. Obviously, that one didn't go our way, but it was a phenomenal fight, so that's why it's on the competitor versus Bang Bang, Tyson Fury versus Andre Bishop. What a fight that was. Bathing Ash versus Bossman, and Fadneta versus Zayaf. So four top fights to vote from on there. And then without further ado, I do have the percentages somewhere, so they'll come up on a second. So three, two, one, and the winner is Fadinator versus Zayaf, 72%. All it voted for Fad versus Zayaf. Tone for the season. It was an unreal performance, and if you go back and watch our watch party from that one, I think everyone was going mental, and everyone knew how much it meant to the season to be able to get that win in week one over BFAP, and especially over Zaif as well, because everyone knows the player that he is. So that one is the fight of the season for us. What a performance it was! It was back and forth. Zaif won round one. Fad brought it back, but he got dropped as well in the process. So it was a great performance from Fad. Um, it was a great performance from both, really, but Fad took it, and it was one of the best fights of the season. But another great fight from this season was our first win in the finale, fight number two. So we'll get it up on the screen right now.
Pre-inputted combinations to just absolutely explode on the opponent in these fights. This is going to be insane. What a matchup here, Ben the Fame Davis.
Swap Jamie elects for GSP.
You
Rushes
can hear
to
him
swap
talking,
in.
but I didn't
Trixie
set it
is
up
one of the
properly.
best Kamaru Usmans on the planet, but I guess he is confident in the man from
Here we
Philly.
go.
Historical record 18 wins for Swap Jamie and 11 for Trixie Swift between these two.
So obviously this one we're 0-1 in the final.
Here
Like
we go, man.
arguably,
This is going to
Blake
be
arguably our best
insane.
player loses to Zaya
I'm
fight
excited
one,
to see how these
and
two
then to
compete
fighting Trixie back
across
to
the
back,
field of
it
battle.
is a rough mountain to climb. And it's like I'll say this one because like as much as we give it to Biggin, I knew we could easily lose. Like Kante, who is from BFAP, I remember talking to him on the week of it, and I was saying Zayaf and Trixie can beat anyone on the day. Like as much as I was giving it to, they are some of the best players on the game, and these can beat any player on the game as well. So for Zayaf to get the win over Blake, one of our best players, and then for Trixie to be fighting Jamie, and like Jamie's one of the best players on the game, but we have seen Trixie beat him before. Like it's nothing that's gonna be like it can happen. It is like a real possibility. Trixie can beat Jamie, and Jamie can beat Trixie. They both are as good as each other. So like if we lose this one, it's 0-2, and then we have to win every single fight. It's like there's a lot of weight going into this one as well. We're saying like I was saying to Kante, it can very easily be done. Like we can easily lose if Trixie and Zayaf both win. Obviously we see Trixie there catches the kick, puts him against the cage,
Swap Jamie turns it on him, denies it.
but
Good
like
break.
Trixie had first pick in this one, so we picked Leon, which was quite surprising. I thought he was going to go Usman. Um, you see Jamie doing a good job establishing range. Nice, even nice counter from Trixie.
Well lubricated,
Legendary
Ben, And
Jab hook from
you can see
Jamie.
where he got
The
his head
counter.
down as
Not the
well.
counter.
And
The iconic, whatever you
executing it
want to
all
call it.
backwards. I mean, he is
But he's doing a good
absolutely
job of
cutting up. But
intercepting
Swab
as
Jamie's
he's
coming
coming in.
forward, standing right in his face.
Again, within the game, GSP does not have a lot of punching power, but he is such a quick competitor.
Slips
Good
the
takedown
clinch
from that
sent. Very good
jab,
stuff from
and he's
Jamie.
as snappy as possible. Great
But
kicking
it's
ability.
like in this one, I'm not confident if I'm GSP against Leon. Leon has
Now you
more
already
power.
saw Swab Jamie using
Probably
the
has the
jab
most
movement to get
diverse
out of the way
kicks
of
as
that
well.
teep. Ooh, goes to the body, but gets the left
Um,
hook for good measures.
so even still exchanging with the
This,
Leon
though,
Edwards, and he has a
huge
spinning
block from
elbow as well.
GSP.
So you've got to be
Whoa.
careful of that, especially fighting
Oh,
Trixie because we know he loves a
man,
spinning elbow.
gosh.
Nasty right hand, step in right hand. Here's
But
Swab
again, though,
Jamie.
we see
See
him
how far
trying
he
to
goes.
use the clinch, push Jamie up against the side of the cage,
Whoa,
go
beautiful.
for
Back
takedowns.
in position now.
Jamie denies it, perfectly
Yeah,
done,
Rocky Edwards
separates, and then
almost
back on the
tanked that one
pressure
right
and
there,
hitting
Rob.
Trixie up in the face.
And Swab Jamie, you know he wants an opportunity to get this fight to the ground. He just cannot be predictable. He has to sneak his way in there. And right now, that right hook is money.
Honestly, one of the
Swab
best
Jamie's
things
in a
Jamie
best
does
place
is
to
that
win,
jab
bro.
hook. His timing on it is so good, and he'll always intercept it. There we go again. He's so good at it. It's one of his
Now
best
that's been
weapons.
sent many times in this first round. Swab Jamie seems to be flowing.
Yes, both guys seem to be flowing here. And now stepping forward is Trixie. Again and again, that straight, that sniper-like piston of a left hand is connecting on the face of Swab Jamie. Swab Jamie now
Still
looking
though,
for a
it's like
beautiful teep
in
toe.
in the top level fights like this,
Lots of head
in
hits here,
round one
Rob,
it doesn't
through
really
three and a
get
half
going.
minutes.
It's
We have a
like
guy
it's more just a
showing
slow
fights like
pace, and then you'll
this.
see it
We're attacking the
like
midsection.
getting going in round two.
Nice left kick gets him down.
So it's more really just tat for tat in
Yes,
this one.
nice. Yes, it is,
Very
guys.
very even. You could
Ooh,
probably even
now
give Trixie this
stepping
round
back
up
in,
till
Ben.
now, but
Oh,
Jamie doing a
nasty
good job
elbow on
stopping the
the outside.
takedowns and intercepting them when he's
Excellent
going to the
move from
body as
Leon
well.
Edwards. Trixie
But very back and
taking his
forth at the minute.
time, but seems to be catching up to the early advantage that Swab Jamie has.
But there
Oh,
you go,
man,
nice
good
rock from
combination of these
Jamie.
shots. Trixie's in some trouble
Don't know
here.
how he doesn't get a drop there.
Wow, what a
Um,
flurry.
Oh,
Good combo from Jamie. It
Impressive
steals the
counter
round.
there
You
from
most probably
Swab
think
Jamie.
that wins us the round.
woo!
Not do anything
He is
stupid.
cooking. Gordon Ramsay
But
out there
at this
serving
point,
spice,
Jamie's just
man.
cruising.
Now throwing
No
savage hits to the
nerves. You
face
think,
of
well,
Trixie, and he
obviously
finds
I'm
that gap
nervous,
with that
but
head elbow
you're
slowly
thinking,
building right
right,
there. And he
this
lands
is
it with
this
that
is how we want it.
power.
This is
That
where we
is
want it to
Swab
go.
doing a phenomenal job here on the striking.
Well, yeah,
Seriously,
doing a
guys,
good job with the jab
the
hook, and now we see
ESFL
Jamie starting
champion
to take
with
over a bit. The
great
fight's going
credentials
more
in
into his
MMA
favour.
top of the round.
When
Swab
Jamie's
Jamie
talking, you can hear like the
now seeing
confidence in his
potential
voice in the party.
to
So
attempt the first
eh,
5 minutes, I believe.
it's in a good position. Could be a lot
Still
worse.
feeling good about this
And
one.
happy wherever you
Absolutely.
are in the
Jab
fight.
straight to the body, the 1-2 to the upstairs, and then the
Fucking
jab
good
right
stream
to
this
right.
Trixie lad though.
The money shot for Mr. Swab Jamie so far, Ben. A beautiful round. Here we go. Is this round number? What round is this? Are we round number 2? Let's go.
Round number 2, second set of 5 minutes. GSP double jabbing into
That
the
stream
body.
quality.
Oh,
But at this point here, I remember being in the party and like when Jamie got dropped, his voice changed. Like he honestly sounded like he was gonna break it there and then. Like I was like, as soon as he got dropped and he heard his voice change, he went from being dead confident to like his confidence was gone. I was like, oh no, please, because I thought it's like when he got dropped, like it was just going to go downhill from there. Like I thought that's what could have happened. But obviously Jamie showing his experience,
Early knockdown of
he
Swab
does well.
Jamie.
ooh, beautiful uppercut
Trixie
there from
gets him up
Trixie.
against the
Ducking
cage.
back. He's gonna try to
Jamie,
track him down. Can he?
lovely
No.
takedown defense.
Swab Jamie with some takedown defense.
Um,
Excellent escape right
yeah,
there.
the
Rushing
just a veteran with
moment of
Jamie
adversity for Swab
can pull
Jamie.
through things like
Striking
that
with 2
and
eyes.
not get
There are
rattled.
very few chinks in the armor of George
But he's
Foreman
doing
right
such a
here
good job in this
from
fight
Swab
going to the
Jamie.
body.
Dan Edwards finding a couple.
There's not many chinks in the armor, but you did say Trixie was one of the
Trixie's
most
doing a good job of working the legs as well.
explosive
It goes
fighters
under
in
notice in
MMA
this fight,
right
but
here.
obviously
He
with that then,
messes
it
up
kind of lowers the
opponents with
power of
absolute
GSP.
filth.
Oh, big uppercuts right there from GSP. Head health is blinking for both sides momentarily.
Whoa! Big shots being thrown out there by Trixie. What an overhand. Ooh, you see the sidestep, Ben? Woo! Nasty.
Looking like a ballerina out there, flowing and moving. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in round number 2. Each guy is just
But this round's going exactly how
finding the center
Trixie
of the
wants it.
octagon. Nice connection from
Um,
Edwards.
Doing
Such
well.
good
It's still
movement
back and forth. It's still like the first round.
from both guys.
There's no
Both guys
clear
right on
winner
the mark.
up to
They're
now.
going
Obviously, they
straight
both had
at
the
the opponent.
moments.
It is
Jamie
very,
rocked
very
Trixie round
evenly
one.
close the exchange
Trixie's
here with
rocked
both
Jamie
guys
round
in the
two.
teep cage.
Seen some
What
good
do you think
takedown
about this
defense from
first round,
Jamie in there as
GSP?
well. Some nice body
Now
work.
Swab Jamie
But
back to
it's
just
very, very
stepping
even,
wide
very
off
back
the
and forth in
cage.
this one up to now.
GSP trying to get some magic going, but defensively cognizant is Swab Jamie.
Yeah, Swab Jamie on his back foot a little bit here. Seems Trixie's getting some confidence, letting his hands fly, letting those inputs flow.
The
Oh, he
jab
gets
hook
hit
as
with
it
the
comes
right
in. What I was
hand.
talking about round one.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Jab hook, jab straight.
Uh-oh.
Drops him,
Solo
gets the takedown.
victory.
Doesn't
Oh
secure it
my
though. Good
goodness,
job from
what did he
Trixie
just
on the
do?
denial. But Jamie gets
Oh,
that,
it was Tushy by
holds them right
Trixie.
down for the last two
Avoided
minutes. The round's ours, and then
by Trixie
you most
there.
probably think it's 2-0 going into round three.
Excellent
But at this
defense
point,
from
from that
Swab
rock,
Jamie.
you can just see Jamie taking
Is
over.
still stunned. Like it's going to take a moment to recover, Rob.
It is, it is. And he really needs to watch out for Swab Jamie's right hook. He's really throwing that a lot. He needs to figure out a way to delve into.
uh, Jamie has Spotify on his phone, and like he plays it on his fights, and you can notice it here. So he's in Trixie's face, and he has a Spotify advert. He doesn't have Spotify Premium. And when the advert
By
comes on, you
Trixie
notice him
there.
back up. So he
Excellent
lands the jab
defensive
hook,
work
jab,
from Swab Jamie on the
and the
feet. You can
advert
see
comes on,
his
and you
face out.
just
It's
see
going
him
to take a
backing up.
moment to recover, Rob.
And
It is. And he
yeah,
really
it was
needs
just
to
like
watch
some
out for Swab
advert
Jamie's
promoting
right hook.
something,
He's really
and
throwing that a
he
lot.
just couldn't
He needs to
focus at all.
figure
And
out
you
a
see
way
him
to
backing
delve
up,
into
waiting
that
for the
jab
advert to
throughout
come
the
over.
fight and make him pay.
If you haven't watched the watch party, honestly, I'd go back and watch this moment because honestly, it's one of the funniest moments of the season. Song comes back on, Jamie rocks him,
Swab Jamie
and now he's
looking
going
for
forward. He's in the zone. He's got his
reversal
tunes
here.
on. Trixie gets the takedown, but
Takedown. Those
you'd
are hard
think
to deny there.
a drop and a
And on top of
rock for
it,
Jamie in this round probably secures it. Just try and not let Trixie get any big damage off.
Defeat is not where this fight should be.
Nice now though.
He's eaten a lot of damage in this second frame of 3 rounds.
Trixie trying to maintain control. Good deny there, but gets flicked, countered
Even though,
by Swab
great
Jamie.
grappling from
Beautiful
Jamie,
reactions. Beautiful guessing
and he
there
goes for
up
side
top.
control. Jamie's some of the best side control in the game.
20 seconds left in round number 2. Trixie's head health is just blinking like a Christmas
But
tree.
like I said, it was a
All
shaky
right, this
round
is
at
over,
the
man.
start of round three for Jamie. Like honestly, I thought his confidence was going to be gone,
Yes, sir.
and then
And
the
there it is, a big
champion
comeback for
experience just
Trixie,
shined
but a
through,
bigger
and you
one for
see him
Swab
just
Jamie.
take control of the fight.
Knockdown,
Honestly,
came
it's
back,
unbelievable how he can do it. But
cornerstone to keep the pressure going. I
if
think
you're
Swab
Trixie
Jamie
and you've
starting
dropped
to
him like that,
take the lead here
and
in this
then
fight.
Jamie just comes back
Beautiful,
through and
and momentum
fights
is
as good as
high
he's
in
ever
that right
fought,
corner.
it
So
must be
beautiful
discouraging for
move.
him.
7 significant strikes landed, 2 rocks, and a knockdown.
But even though still, like they
Swab
both had the
Jamie
moments, so you're not
takes it
even fully
in
confident in this
3
third round. It's still
rounds.
very, very back and
Yes, he
forth, and
does.
anything can
Oh, and the
happen.
right
But
hand connects. It's
Jamie
moving
gets the
all
rock
night. He's
again.
letting it flow. He's letting it go. Big
Great
right
combo
takedown.
from
Here it
Jamie.
goes. On
Mixes it up,
top,
catches him,
Trixie.
gets
Swab
him in the
Jamie
belly.
looking for the kill.
Just takes side control.
Jamie is
Like I
so
said though, Jamie's some of the best side control in the game.
trying to sting the
Yes, Trixie lad, you'll
unlucky.
stay in here.
And nobody wants to get stung by a hornet because it hurts really bad.
Honestly, it's one of the most painful things being stuck
Bad
here.
news for Trixie, Rob. Even if he escapes this position and we find our way
But
back to the
lovely
cage,
reversal from
he's still
Trixie.
debilitated. Great work right there from Trixie.
Oh, beautiful. Now on top, Trixie
And
gets
Trixie
him
lets
with
him
that
up.
head
Probably
kick.
should have. I don't know, actually, just needed the finish.
Trixie in
But
the clear. And there's the takedown ankle pick. No,
Jamie
siree.
tries to secure the round.
Trixie
Trixie,
good
good
defense.
takedown defensively.
Interesting that the
But
flow state
with
dons
this
are
one, you
letting
think
Swab
it's
Jamie
easily Jamie's in
completely
control.
lead.
Since that moment in round two, it's
And
been complete
Trixie
dominance.
still
Knocks him
places
again. Jamie
down
knocks him down.
and
He's in his umbrella.
out.
Finishes it. So that's
Wow!
1-1. And now we're going to
Round
fight three with
stoppage.
Fad.
Swab
But
Jamie pounds out
what a performance
defending
that was.
intercontinental champion Trixie and evens the score for the Flow State Dons at 170 pounds. Rob, that fight was fireworks, and
But
Trixie
yeah, like honestly,
won.
the champions experience has
One
showed through from Jamie. He
one.
doesn't
And
fight
that's
as
all we
much as he
got. A
used to do when
series
he
here,
was fighting
gentlemen. A
all the
series,
time.
ladies and gentlemen.
But
Let's go.
like honestly, he's
Excellent work, and you saw the judges.
but like the champion experience to like go from a round one where it was even, he used to have one block, probably takes a round, to round two where he got dropped, to then dominating the fight from there. It just showed his champions experience, and when he won that one, obviously you could hear the reaction in the party. It then just set everyone else up from there. And then on to the next award, because how I was on about Jamie's Spotify, it does kind of link into this one. So the funniest moments of the season, the contenders was fake glove touching Don versus LW, where we had Peace and Kezalar getting fake glove touch rocks at the start of rounds. That was quite a funny one. The Peace My High Let's Go after beating KM intro, which you would have seen from either mine or Jamie's watch parties. EK getting schooled, that was on there too. Fadinator showing no mercy when Spider's controller died in the finale. That was on there as well. And then the fifth one was Suave Jamie's Spotify in the finale. So without further ado, let's get into the answer. So the answer was Suave James Spotify in the final, which was 36.4%. I don't want to play it on here in case it gets copyrighted or somehow and then ends up getting taken down. But yeah, like go back and watch the watch party from that fight and you'll see what we're talking about, because it's like you wouldn't even think that's a song that someone would have on to concentrate, and then next minute Rihanna comes on and Jamie starts flowing. So, we love you, Rihanna. But yeah, Jamie Spotify in that final was class. Um, but yeah, it's like I was saying. So then that Jamie fight then set us up. So then obviously we had Fad next, and Fad's fight it was kind of an easy one for him. He was up against Spider, and that is a big favourable matchup for him. He's also in one of Fad's better weights as well. It's in bantamweight, and everyone knows how good Fad Jan is. So then now you're confident, you're getting
Right
into
here,
it
he's gritty and he's coming to
as we
town.
load him.
Spider is so elegant in his creativity.
Batinator with
Fad
no mercy.
versus
Jan the
Sean
Spider
O'Malley.
with Sugar Sean O'Malley. Two historical wins for Batinator against the Spider. We'll see if the Spider
I'm
can
pretty
continue
sure
to
this has
improve.
5 rounds on, so we'll skip it
We got
until then.
another man inside, gets us going. Midway through the Xbox finale, things are still heating up.
And this pumped up for this fight.
Here
Spider
we
is
go.
one of my favorite fighters in the
This
division.
fight gets reset, and then like I was on about, one of the funniest moments of the season was when Spider's controller died in this fight, and Fad took the full advantage. If you go back to the fight again, you'll hear me absolutely screaming at Fad to go punch him.
Big combo right there from Jan early.
The body
But
kicks are nasty
like
from Jan as well.
honestly,
And
no offense to Spider, but he
there's a
is
lot of
nowhere near the player that Fad is.
moves
Fad is one of
Fabian
the
trying to
best
find his way
players
in
in
and
the
out
world,
while Spider is
and
trying
I
to get
don't
his
think
movement
Spider's
right.
close to him. So I expected this fight, especially with the pick that Fad has as well,
Crafting his way into
to
the clinch.
absolutely dominate it.
Big kick
Honestly, Spider surprised me.
O'Malley.
He fought
Kind of would have
very well,
suspected
especially with
this
O'Malley as
type of
well.
move in
Um,
these early goings.
a
Spider
really, really good
looking to
performance. We see him
establish
on the
that
back foot.
jab and fight the front.
Um, yeah,
Back
just
to back
like
couple straight shots from Spider.
Yeah, we
I
saw
know
that
Fad
Spider hit
sometimes
some
he
hard
won't
shots
fight
in
to his
this fight,
best.
landing
Like
some great shots. And
he'll fight, but he won't fight as good as he can fight.
keeping his distance and his
And
flow is
it's
good here.
it's kind of scary because he's done it against Caliber.
Jan
Um,
downstairs. Couple
and
strikes
when
in that combination. We're partial.
I thought Fad would have absolutely decimated Spider, but
The block of O'Malley
when
lowers the
when he
ground.
didn't have him out there in round
Base,
one, I was
and
like,
they
oh
rely
no, no,
heavily on that. And Fadenaire's doing a good
no, no.
job of
But
using
yeah,
his
Fad
jab
he just
and
showed his championship
combination.
experience well. Like
But
honestly,
Spider
it's a
has
team
been
full of
able to come in
champions.
and he's making him pay.
Like is being able to
Round
overcome
one.
kind of a
Kick
very
there
close fight and
from
just
the
pull out from the edge.
Arizona
That's what
O'Malley.
makes people like Fad different.
Yeah, the body kicks
Um, but yeah, like one thing as well with fighting Sean, I find him very awkward. Like Sean's very, very long,
Doubles up
very
on both
tall,
sides.
and it's very hard to get in
Unsure
there
if
in the
that's gonna make it
distance. And I
inside.
think that's kind of what Fad had trouble with. He was getting pinged from the
the
outside a little bit.
jab striking.
Like I said, it
And
was
there's
very,
also
very
the
even.
sidekick to push him back against the cage. The body work from Spider early. So far, so good for both of
Right
these
there,
fighters.
Spider doing a great job,
Leg kick is
intercepting him
deep,
with a right
making that
low
range look
kick.
good here.
Jan is making that cage much smaller. Big knee partially connects.
Fad goes for the judo throw. Great defense there from Spider. Honestly, Spider, I think he surprised me in this one. He fought a lot
Fabian trying to
better
get
than I
that,
thought.
that toss
That kind of made me a
to the
little bit
ground.
nervous. I thought Fad was fighting bad,
Big
but no, it's
elbow
just
from
Spider
Spider
fighting
lands
good.
for the Spider OG, who seems to be in the
Even
flow
though nice
tonight.
front
Gets
kick.
one, let's go.
Excellent front kick right
He
there.
evades
Big
Fad's
sidestep.
Ole, ole, ole.
Spider teeing up
Fad's on
strong.
tour.
Yeah, he's looking like Tiger Woods out there at the PGA Tour with his
Like I said,
bag.
he's
Let's go.
like Fad
Excellent jab.
didn't have a really good start to this fight at all. He was getting pinged from the outside.
Holding the
Spider's
line.
making him
That's
miss, and
huge.
it's like
Oh, falls
you
to his
expect
knees.
Fad to win, but then you're seeing Spider do this
Spider
good, and
doesn't
it's
like
like,
it, but
ooh,
I
no, no,
feel
no,
like
no,
the
no, no,
Spider
no.
OG is getting the
But
better of him.
he was doing a very good job at the start, and then obviously we see Fad's adjustments just as the fight goes on.
Suggest because of the activity that he's
They're a
bringing
great
to
leg
the
kick
ring. But
from
I do
Fad.
feel like the significance is coming from Jan. Anytime that No Mercy connects, there is a significant impact.
Yeah, it seems like the Spider OG has been able to evade most of the power shots, and it seems like he's picking them apart. I mean, the blood is starting to flow out of Peter Yan's face.
Yes,
And
both done
this
good
is a
jobs.
really
Like
solid
obviously we
round,
seen
in my opinion, for the
Fad
Spider
have
OG
good moments as well.
of
We
the
seen
Spider
Spider doing
Dojo.
good with catching Fad as he was coming
Seeing
in.
the significance
It was a
from
very
Jan
even fight in that
inside
first
as well.
round.
Total strikes. O'Malley with that
So
big
yeah,
right
like
early in round one is my most
it could have been
significant
better.
strike of
Obviously,
the
with
night.
how better of a
Round
player
two
Fad is,
underway.
kind of expected him
Bang
to
bang to the
knock him
body.
down at least once.
All right, here we go. Starts out the fight again with that
But we
nice
see
body
Fad, good
style.
start, he's
Getting
flowing.
some revenge
And
now.
we've seen
Spider
him
looking
kind
to
of turn
put
up the
big
pressure in the
fights
start of
ahead.
this
Now
round
it's in
two.
the cage here.
And then this is where the confidence comes in. Look at him, like honestly, this is the Fad pressure. This is the Fad Santos song. Look at him.
And this is what you have to do when
Like
you're
Ben says,
in the
he's
face
teeing
to
off.
face.
He's in the
Just come
floor. Look
forward,
at him.
just land some big shots. He's trying to control that
This is
range.
prime
Those
Fad.
right hooks
Like honestly,
being dangerous
it's
for
it's like
Spider
a
OG.
whirlwind.
Dirty
Yeah,
boxing.
have that
No mercy
Spider.
leg kick into the
Gets the
body.
hit reaction.
Fat is
Mixing
mixing
his
it up.
combos up, and I don't think
Oh,
Spider knows what
O'Malley's
to do.
got
God
nowhere
bless
to
him.
go.
Man, he is coming for him.
Wow.
Honestly, that pressure. Here we go. Get him, Fad. Get him. No mercy, Fad. Drops him. Cinnamon Spider.
Not in the finals.
And obviously, we send his pads back when he gets up.
Leaves the spider
But,
defenseless.
yeah.
Gladiator is
Fad,
teaming up
no
once
mercy. What a guy.
again. That was a bad
And
moment
Fad
for
goes for the
O'Malley.
takedown. Gets him down. And it's very, very smart from Fad. Very educated, you know. Just securing out of the round. He's already dropped him, so he doesn't need to do anything special. The rounds is just get a bit more damage. Gets a denial. And obviously, we see the head health. Gets another denial. And he gets knee on belly as well. Good defense from Spider. Managed to get side control back. Another denial from Fad. Unbelievable top controller. And then he manages to get sprawl. But honestly, the damage Fad's just causing that side control and on the feet as well. It's then made it such of a mountain for Spider to climb, and he can't just sit there on the outside. And then he had to switch it up, and then this is where we see Fad in his prime. Honestly, that like, he fought very, very good at the start of the second round. Fad come out, made the adjustments, and just showed the fighter that he is. It was like a prime Petty performance as well. Made the adjustments early, and then just come forward with him, and absolutely ruthless.
And really protect himself at all times, Rob.
Yeah, he has to fight perfect right now. This is a uphill battle.
You see the pressure of Fad now. He's just getting to Spider. He's having to kind of react to everything because he can't take the damage.
50 caliber shots from Piotr Jan. He's walking into the phone booth of O'Malley. He is not respecting him at all. He is
We see Spider. He's still trying to do what he was doing, but it's when Fad now goes forward, he cannot try and just sit there and counter because Fad's going to beat him in the exchange just because of that head health. And now we see Fad, he's just taking over, he's doing his thing. Spider's still fighting well, but Fad's just in his prime at this time here.
firmly in the driver's seat of this one. And again, it's 1-1 within the series. So this was a really critical matchup for both teams.
Like Ben says, though, it's 1-1. If we win this one, we need one win out of the last two fights. So, yeah, you kind of hope if we win this one, we can get one of the last two. And then that's the season. That's us with a win. But big round for Fad. Made the adjustments from round one. And then the fight is absolutely going in his favour. And he seems to be running through Spider, which is what we want to see. There you go, same combo again. But mixes it up and it's that fast you can't even react to. But that head health, it's constantly blinking of Spider, so. Fat dun dun, now watch me do fat dun dun. Not a performance, this is though. Honestly, like, he just takes over with time. Usually with Fad, we usually see him start fast, but big knockdown there from Fad. He lets him up. Fadder, he's done it! 2-1, one more win. What a performance from Fad. Like I said, that first round, honestly, it was shaky watching it with the nerves as well. Of like someone who really wants to see Fad win. And him not dominating like you'd expect Fad to. It was kind of like, oh my god. And then that second round onwards, Fad made the adjustment, showed the champion that he is, and then gets the finish late, well, early in the third. So, what a performance it was from Fad, really. Spider proved to show. Like, sorry, Spider proved to show that he was like, a very worthy opponent. He'd done well, but Fad just showed his experience. And what a performance it was. Congrats to Fad on that performance. It was unbelievable. But yeah, without further ado, let's go into the next one. So it's the best moment slash the best performance of the season. Now, the winner of this award, there are two different awards, but both the same winner. So I just thought I'd put it as the same one. Um, so performance of the season, there was quite a lot to choose from. So it was Fadinator versus Zayaf week 1, Keslar versus Vex Chris week 3, Fadinator versus M-Town week 5, Peace My High versus Intro week 5, Suave Jamie versus Capelot week 9, Blake Tyler versus Driz week 13, Suave Jamie versus Trixie final, and a Babe and Ash versus Nasnim in the final. And then the best moment of the series was Fad win versus Zayaf week 1, Fadinator Crazy comeback versus M-Town, FSD versus EK 3-0, Suave Jamie beating Trixie to go 18-0 in the ESFL in the final, and then a bit of an ash taking 29 actual seconds to beat Nasnim, and I'm pretty sure everyone can guess what it was that won. So they're going it now. A bit of an Ash taking 29 seconds to beat Naslim to win the season. So it was 54%, 54.5% of the vote won it on best moment, and then best performance was 45.5%. Um, yeah, you can't really beat it. Like, to go out there and it's literally all on the line. Like, it's a full season because, like, the talk of this season, it started in like probably about May, June. It started around then. And then like we'd been talking about it, so it lasted a long, long time and people realised the full season to go undefeated 8-0, and then in the final it goes down to 2-2. You're the last fight, you're the last fight of the entire season, not mine, just our season. And then to go out there and finish him in 29 seconds, one dropping him, it is honestly just so cool. And that wins best moment and best performance of the season. And then the next fight up is actually Ash versus Nasnim, and it won't take us long to watch it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we see Fad, no, not Fad, oh god, Ash had the preferable pick, and he picked Volkanovski. I'm speaking for him. He said he picked Volkanovski to be ready to grapple if needed. He wanted that as a backup, and obviously Volk's very well rounded everywhere. But like I know Ash, from what people have told me, sometimes his nerves have got in the way in fights and not been able to perform his best. So especially with all the pressure on this one, you're kind of a little bit nervous. You're thinking, is he going to fight his best? But Ash comes out and honestly just blitzes him. He's flowing there, slips, bang, clinched. See what a counter this is. Heady, bop, bop, bop. Flowing, absolutely flowing. Nasnim catches him. Boom, rocks him. His signature combo drops him, and he's thinking, "There's no way this is it." Hang on, is it? Is it? Doesn't. Absolutely doesn't. A bathing Ash. What a performance. Hang on. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. Won't take long. Won't take long. Honestly, I guarantee he talked about this fight longer than it actually was. It's like, what a performance it was. I honestly can't get over it. It's honestly the most cold performance I've ever seen because you never see fights finish this quick. Never. And to do it in this quick time on the performance that it was, like honestly, he's flowing. Them counters are absolutely flying out. And then we see it. Naslim comes in, goes to the body, rocks him, throws his signature combo that he loves, drops him, double drops him, gets him a knee on belly, and then that's it. That is the season. That is 9-0. That is 25 to 4, or is it 26 to 4, something like that. That's a prize money. That's the UFE passes. That is everything just on that fight that was done in 29 seconds. So that sealed the season for us. Uh, Honestly, what a performance it was. I don't think anyone would have predicted it to be done that quick. I think everyone predicted Ash was going to battle him, but to be done that quick, it was unbelievable. Because as well, like we thought, like I felt a little bit sly because Ash has to book days off to work when he wants to fight. And he booked his day off work, and I wanted Ash to go last. So like, if it ever did come down to like that point, we had Ash there, and it would have been like near enough a guaranteed win because I think Ash beats anyone BFAT put in front of him. So I wanted Ash there to be able to be like, if it goes to this fifth fight and we need Ash to win, it's a guaranteed win. And then he's just done that with style. I've never seen a performance that dominant in competitive leagues. Um, Wins the season. So one of our players of the season, but we'll go into the actual award for player of the season. There was two votes between everyone in this one. So we had player of the season, which was Fadinator. He beat Zayaf, M Town, Donamy, Noggin. Who else was it? Donamy, Noggin, Taz, and Spider. We had Peace My High, who went 3-0 and beat Intro, Oni J, and Blackout. And we had Suave Jamie, who beat Dirty Dave, Webcam, Capalot, Driz, and Trixer. And then we also had a Bevan Ash, who beat Bossman, Dezinho, and Nasnim. So three big, well, four big players. Sorry, I don't know why I said three, but three big performances from Ash, three big performances from Peace, and then obviously had final win from Fadinator and Jamie. So it's honestly I couldn't pick one between them all. They all played unreal throughout the season. Um, but the winner of it, there was two votes between three people. So there was two votes between Ash, Fad, and Jamie, and the winner of it was Jamie with 45.5%. Then it was Fad in second, and then Ash in third. Like I said, there was two votes between Ash and Jamie. There was one vote between Fad and Jamie, but the performances that Jamie showed, obviously the win in week one versus Dave, grinded it out. We seen him follow it up against
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Like I said, it could have been any of them. It could have been Fad, it could have been Ash, it could have been Peach, it could have been anyone who played. To be fair, everyone played unreal throughout the season. Everyone from FSD would also like to say thank you for tuning into our watch parties or giving us a good luck message before the fights. It means it gives us support, and then it just gives us that boost when we're fighting. So I'd like to say thank you to anyone who kind of helped out in any way. Anyone who helped out with spars, anyone who's even in the Discord, thank you all because it enabled the season to be what it was. Um, and yeah, that's it really. What a season it was! 9-0 defeated champions. Look forward to the next season as well. We've got Driz now, we've got Peace, we've got Kez. Hopefully, if he gets unbanned, we'll all be going for that title next season. So I can't wait. We're gonna have some new champions. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. But thank you all for season 4. It was great to be a part of it. It was great to do my own bit with YouTube and doing stuff on Twitter. GG's to be fair because they brought the best out of us. We knew we had to be on our top game whenever we fought them, and we knew our level had to be right. So GG's to be fair because they brought the best out of us. But that is going to be it for me today. It would have been better if more of us was here to all watch them together, but like I said, people are busy, and then I had to do it on my own because no one else was around. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Stay tuned because this is going to come out on the Sunday. So on the Tuesday, we're going to do an episode with Ash. So basically, we're going to watch all three Ash's performances throughout the season. We're going to watch that season winning win. We're going to watch this playoff against Ditty Boxing. And then we're going to watch the week 3 fight versus Bossman, which was nominated for fight of the season as well. So that's going to be a fun one as well. Ash's first time on the YouTube. So make sure to stay tuned for that one. But for now, that is going to be us. Like I said, thank you all for your support through the season. Stay tuned for more as well because we're going to try and upload more regularly as well. But thank you all. What a season. But yeah, that's us for now. So we'll see you all in the next one.